Wednesday, May 17th. Creation, the Sabbath, and the End Time. The great controversy, which began in heaven millennia ago, was over the question of God's authority. The challenge remains the same today as well. Read Revelation 14 verses 7, 9, and 12.
Saying with a loud voice, "Fear God, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters." And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus."
Summarize these verses by completing the sentences on the lines below. Revelation 14 verse 7 is a call to dash. What's your answer? My answer is to worship God with reverent fear, honoring and praising him. Revelation 14 verse 9 is a solemn appeal not to dash. What say you? I say not to receive the mark of the beast or its image. Revelation 14 verse 12 describes a people who dash. I suspect your answer will be just like mine, which is to keep the commandments of God as our faith in Jesus will demand. These passages make it clear that the central issue in the conflict in the last days between good and evil, Christ and Satan, is worship. Do we worship the Creator or the beast? And because creation forms the ground of all our beliefs, after all, what do we believe that makes any sense apart from God as our Creator? The seventh-day Sabbath, embedded in the Genesis creation account itself at Genesis 2 verses 1 to 3, stands as the eternal and immutable sign of that creation. It's the most basic symbol of the most basic teaching. The only thing more fundamental to it is God himself. Hence, to usurp the seventh-day Sabbath is to usurp the Lord's authority at the most prime level possible, that of him as Creator. It's to get behind everything and uproot it at the core. It is indeed to seek to take the place of God himself, as alluded to at 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 4.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Of course, the real issue in the last days is our love and loyalty to Jesus. But according to the Bible, this love is expressed in obedience to the commandments. See 1 John 5 verse 3.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
And Revelation 14 verse 12. And the Sabbath alone, among the commandments, gets behind everything, because it alone points to God as Creator, seen in the fourth commandment at Exodus 20 verses 8 to 11. No wonder it will be the outward symbol of the final divide between those who worship the Lord and those who worship the beast. See Revelation 14 verses 11 and 12.
And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up for ever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.
Considering how basic and fundamental the Sabbath is to everything else, it's hard to see how the final issue of worshiping the Creator could be about anything else. Many people argue that it makes no difference what day one keeps as the Sabbath, as long as we keep one. How do we answer that argument with the Bible?